Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to contribute to the State of the Nation address. Honorable Speaker, I would want to start by appreciating that the President indicated that he's a listening President. And as he went on with his speech, it confirmed that true to the word, he's actually a listening President. Honorable Speaker, I would want to start with the mention of CBC. To many of us in this House and outside there, Honorable Speaker, we would want to assume that CBC is not working in this country. But recently, Honorable Speaker, I visited Mombasa. And when we took a boat ride and got to the middle of the ocean, the captain asked who was ready to dive into the water. 3 young boys shouted quickly that they are CBC students and they know how to swim. They gladly jumped into the water and swam and later got back to the boat. That, Honorable Speaker, should confirm to us that the students benefiting from this curriculum are actually growing and progressing as they should. Honorable Speaker, to us what we need to ensure is that we give them the required facilities as well as ensure teachers are available to guide them through their education. Secondly, Honorable Speaker, I appreciate that the President took time to mention the reality of this country. Honorable Speaker, we are still heavily in debt, and we need to appreciate that things are not the same as they should be. We would want a lot of development, but just like in our houses, when we are in debt, there are some things we have to sacrifice because we are not able to provide things as they should be done. Honorable Speaker, that calls for the whole country to get to an understanding that when debts reach their maturity, we have to prioritize them for payment, and that will see our country suffering in various ways. Honorable Speaker, I would want to mention on food production and appreciate that our government has provided over 7 million bags of fertilizer to our farmers. Honorable Speaker, that has graduated to giving us 74 million bags of food in this current year. That is our projection. Honorable Speaker, if we look at the consumption required for our country, it is around 52 million bags per year. This is now confirming to us that we are headed to become a country that will be exporting maize now and in the near future. Honorable Speaker, that is growth and progress for our country. In regards to Taifa Care, Honorable Speaker, this reminds me of when we were in school. We had classmates who would convince us that it was not good to study, but they would study at night and succeed, while they've left others who did not study. Honorable Speaker, with SHA, if we look at the benefits that it has brought to our people, comparing it with NHIF, NHIF could only cater for our patients from level 4 upwards hospitals. Today, SHA is catering for our patients from level 1 hospitals. This means if it is a person from my county, a place called Gatero, they don't need to travel to Nyahururu for treatment. They can go to the nearest dispensary, get treated, and go back home. They will have saved on transport, and they will have saved on time. Honorable Speaker, similarly, many times we speak of people who have been victims of accidents, and when they get to a hospital, their relatives have to sign forms or first pay for them the bill for them to be treated. In many cases, we have lost lives in those instances. Honorable Speaker, now here SHA has come to ensure that a hospital can treat you and claim from SHA afterwards because they have treated you, giving you a priority that you are Kenyan and you are covered by the universal health coverage. Honorable Speaker, on my third point, we are always called for fundraisings. Fundraisings towards patients of cancer, fundraisings towards patients with terminal illnesses. Here again has come SHA that is going to cover our people on all those areas and ensure that families don't have to lose their properties as they are trying to save their loved ones. And Honorable Speaker, having had the experience of having a patient in ICU with cancer, I tell you, Honorable Speaker, as you're praying for the patient, every evening you have to go look at how fast the bill is growing. For me, I appreciate that our people will never have to worry about that. Honorable Speaker, allow me to mention the issue of affordable housing because I sit in the Housing Committee. This is a program that has created employment for our people. If you visit Kibera on any given day, you will find 4,000 young men and women who walk into a site there for construction. Take a calculation of the year that they'll have worked on that site. These are people who will have money in their pockets and people who will have to progress for their families. Finally, Honorable Speaker, allow me to mention the issue of ADANI. Of course, our president is a listening president. Many wondered why we cheered when he said the contract has to be cancelled. Honorable Speaker, it is because we had all individually raised our voices on this issue, and silently the president heard us and made his proclamation on it. Honorable Speaker, I would want to add and state, many times we look at other countries that are doing well, and we forget our own country. Rwanda is doing a PPP on the international airport. Rwanda owns 40% of that transaction, and 60% is by Qatar Airways. Is Rwanda going to lose their airport? The answer is no. Is Rwanda going to progress? The answer is yes, because they will get funding from private sources and grow their country. Finally, Honorable Speaker, femicide has to come.
The Honorable Beatrice Kimei. You have been waiting. It's your chance.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to add my voice